like children sitting in the marketplace calling to one another, saying, "We played the flute for you, and you did not dance. We mourned to you, and you did not weep. For John the Baptist came neither eating bread nor drinking wine, and you say, he has a demon. The Son of Man has come eating and drinking, and you say, look, a glutton and a wine bibber, a friend of tax collectors and sinners, but wisdom is justified by all her children." A sinful woman forgiven stood at the feet behind him weeping, and she began to wash his feet. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Hi, this is Danielle calling from the GI Clinic at Children's. This is Jamie.
Hi, yes, this is me.
Hi. I was calling about some of the results from Sir's procedure that I'm sorry, it's Sire, correct?
Yes.
Sire, I know, I remembered that after I said
No, that's fine.
No, okay, sorry about that. So I just wanted to kind of go over some of those results with you. Do you have a moment to chat?
Yeah.
Okay. So some of the findings that were shown from that EGD show that he does, it does appear that he has a condition called eosinophilic esophagitis. Is that something that either of the doctors went over with you before?
No.
No.
I don't know what that is.
You've never heard of it? Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Here, let me explain some things to you. So it's a condition that is localized to the esophagus, okay? And what they saw on the, sorry, I can't type and talk at the same time. What they saw on the scope was that just some different things, first of all, certain things that they could see visually with like the appearance of his esophagus, including high numbers of a certain type of cell, which is called an eosinophil. That cell tells us that his esophagus is reacting to certain things that are, I don't want to use the word allergen because it's not really an allergic reaction, but being back in clinic and talk about the treatment options, and there's a couple of different ones that we have. One is kind of an inhaled medication, kind of like an asthma inhaler, but instead of breathing it in, they sort of inhale it and then swallow it. And another is an oral medication that is swallowed. So
is that like a pill or a liquid?
It's a liquid.
Just like when she told me, I was just kind of stuck and froze. Like I didn't even know what to say because, like, my son, like, be having multiple things going on with him, with his health. The year before last, for one, my son has problems with nose bleeding. I don't know if y'all seen any of my shorts that I was posting talking about how his nose bled so much. His nose was bleeding every single day, multiple times a day. His nose just constantly bleeding. And I was making doctor's appointments because my son's nose would not stop bleeding. I just kept making doctor's appointments. His nose even bled this morning. Twice actually. But no, my son's nose kept bleeding just every single day. I ended up finding out that he had a bleeding disorder. But how I ended up finding out he had the bleeding disorder, tooth was hurting, so I tried to make him a dentist appointment. And when I made the dentist appointment, the dentist told me, oh, he has to be put to sleep. And so we talking to anesthesiologist before he getting ready to get his mouth work done. The anesthesiologist asked questions or whatever. And I was just like, he have nosebleeds, just to let you know. So how y'all putting him to sleep? He said the tube in the nose. I said, oh, well, he has nosebleeds. So the anesthesiologist was like, I cannot approve him to get his dental work done because I'm not gonna feel comfortable putting that thing up his nose while he's sleeping. His nose can bleed and it can go straight into his lungs. So I'm going to have to disapprove him getting his work done because he needs general anesthesia. This is local anesthesia. So we make another appointment. And so then on top of that, you need to make an updated appointment with his ear, nose, throat doctor about his nosebleed. He needs to get an approval from that doctor before I can do his dental work and put him to sleep. So we went back to the ear, nose, throat doctor. She actually did 2 surgeries on him. The first surgery she did on his nose to cauterize it so he can his nose would stop bleeding. They had to put him to sleep for that under general anesthesia, put him to sleep. They cauterized his nose. His nose kept bleeding a lot after that. So she did it a second time. Put him to sleep under anesthesia, cauterized his nose. And so now that he want dental work done, I'm like, yeah, his nose still bleed a lot. Those 2 surgeries didn't do nothing for his nose. So now she's like, okay, well, I'm going to send you over to hematology, a blood doctor. So then the ear, nose, throat doctor sent us over to a blood doctor where they had to run a bunch of tests on him, taking his blood. It was a hot mess too because he couldn't eat. He hate getting, poked, and they had to poke him multiple times in one day. We was at the hospital like all day. He couldn't eat, so it's just like, and then when it was time for him to be able to eat, like they would poke him, give him some medicine, see how his blood react to the medicine, and then we'll wait for 30 minutes. They had to poke him again, give him a different medicine, see how his blood react, and see study his blood, see what's all in his blood cells, whatever. Then the blood doctor ended up telling us, okay, he has a disorder called von Willebrand type 1. So then that's when we found out he has von Willebrand type 1 bleeding disorder. So, this is a lot, y'all. So then we went back to the dentist to get his work done, told them what happened. He has von Willebrand 1. So then the blood doctor, the ear, nose, throat doctor, and the dentist had to plan him a surgery at the hospital. They had to treat it as a surgery because his bleeding disorder, they couldn't just give him a regular dental work. They had to have a whole team of the ear, nose, throat team, the blood doctor team, and the dentist team all there in the room while he was getting his mouth done. So that was last. Good morning. It has been a few days since the last time y'all saw me, because when I was explaining to y'all about my son and his condition and what he had going on, I think I was explaining how we discovered he had a bleeding disorder. But as I was explaining it, the camera shuts off. So I ran out of memory. So I go to get another memory card because the story was actually getting really good. Like, I was giving God the glory in the situation of my son's nose bleeding, and then I'm just talking to God like this was a really good testimony, this was a really good story, and now I feel like the momentum just got ruined by the camera cutting off. But I was just like, you know what? I'm going to still tell this story. I'm going to go run and get a memory card. So I leave out the house, go get a memory card to go to Target, and somebody crashes into my car. This guy runs a red light, and yeah, he ran a red light. I had my seatbelt on. And y'all, God just really spared my life, to be completely honest. Like, I feel like I'm not supposed to be here today, because he was speeding, and the way that he hit me, I feel like the heart of the impact was supposed to be on my driver's side. But something weird happened where this was my car and this was his car. I felt like he was supposed to hit my driver's side, but something like oddly happened to where he did hit me on this side, but it's like his car turned, and it was just like the front of my car was in the middle of his car. I don't even know how we even got in that position. I just know that Jesus took the wheel. I remember like kind of turning my wheel this way to like try to avoid him when I did finally see him, but he came out of nowhere and he was driving too fast. He ran a red light, and I did end up getting hurt because I got hit on my left side. So and then I ended up getting a concussion. I didn't block out, but I did get delirious from my concussion. So I am currently dealing with headaches. I am supposed to be having an appointment to get my head scanned. And yeah, so I just thought I'd let y'all know what happened. I just thought that was just the craziest thing. My car is totaled. So on top of me dealing with like the back pain, the knee pain, my shoulder got hurt, my elbow got hurt, my hand got hurt really bad. And I couldn't go to work for some days, almost a week I couldn't go to work. And so that affected my money, that affected my mobility, because I didn't have any transportation to get I don't have any transportation to get around anywhere. That is frustrating. So I'm dealing with those emotions, on top of dealing with the emotions of thank you, God, for saving my life. Like, thank you. I'm so grateful that Jesus spared me, because nobody but Jesus really was sparing me. And the crazy part about it is that I was saying a prayer in the car. I was talking to God, and I was saying a prayer in the car, and I usually always do pray in the car. Like, I was just asking God to just cover me, cover my son in the blood of Jesus. And I just was asking God, like, just please just watch over us, bless my success, bless my son's intelligence, and just let me be able to get this memory card to get your word out to people. And I really felt like the devil was just hating. Like, he already cut my video short when I was trying to give God the glory. Then on my way to still try to give God glory, to go get the memory card to finish my testimony, feel like the devil came and just tried to take me out with that car accident. But I'm still here. I might got like some sprains and some bruises, but I'm still alive, and I thank you, God, for sparing my life, because he didn't have to do that. Like, he could have just let me go ahead and die, but he didn't. And I'm just really grateful for that. Like, when I end up going in the ambulance and everything, they had to check me out, make sure I was all right. They really had to make sure my arm wasn't broken, because I was just really complaining about like how much pain my arm was in. And it really felt like, because my hand swelled up really bad, and it was like really like red. I could see like the blood over my knuckles. And when they was taking my vitals, like when they squeeze your arm really tight, like it hurted really bad, and it just felt like, I don't know, like it just felt like the blood flow hurt. And I kept trying to tell them that, like, it don't feel broken, it feel like a blood flow type of hurt, but they wasn't really understanding what I was talking about. So I was like scared to go to sleep, because I'm thinking, like, with me hitting my head and me feeling like I had all this blood in my hand when it swelled up. Like, I was afraid to go to sleep at night, thinking like, what if I don't wake up? But then I'm just like, let me not let fear come in here. Devil, I rebuke you. God spared me. He spared me for a reason. So I'm just gonna trust God with my life, because who else can I trust my life with? Okay? And I'm going to trust God with getting another car. It might be frustrated not having a car right now, but I'm going to trust God with blessing me with another car. And I'm going to make sure, I record that too, because y'all need to see how God blessed me with another car and bless me with my body healing. Because if God could do it for me, you'll see that God could do anything, and God can do it for you as well. So that is my story. That is my testimony of God saving my life, and I am very, very grateful to be here right now. And when I came into my house after I left the hospital, I was just looking around in my house like, we do not appreciate it. Is such an underrated blessing to make it back to your home every single day. Like, the things that God does for us that we just feel so entitled to, like, to not sit there and think like, wow, like, some people didn't make it back home, but I did. And this is like such a huge blessing to even wake up in the morning. Some people didn't wake up, but I did, and that's such a huge blessing. So I just wanted to give y'all that update. Keep me in your prayers. And also with my son as well, just telling y'all about his bleeding disorder. We did find out about his bleeding disorder, about him having an achy tooth. And I don't remember where I left off at, but he basically had an achy tooth. We took him to a dentist. The dentist said he needed to be put to sleep in order to get his dental work done. Then we took him to a dentist that was able to put him to sleep. And then when we went to anesthesiologist, before he was about to get his dental work done, the anesthesiologist asks questions before they put your kid to sleep. And I let the anesthesiologist know, like, how's he getting put to sleep? Is he getting put to sleep like with the tubes in his nose or the tube in the throat? And he said the tubes in his nose. And I'm like, oh wait, he has nose bleeding problems. And he was like, oh, okay. So he didn't feel comfortable putting him to sleep with the tubes in the nose, but that's the only way that they did it. So they told us to go back to our ear, nose, throat doctor, because my son has an ear, nose, throat doctor, because he already had 2 surgeries on his nose to stop his nosebleeds, because like I said, he had nosebleeds like every single day. So they tried to cauterize his nose, but it didn't work. So we went and saw that doctor, the nose doctor, and the nose doctor sent us over to a blood doctor. And then that was just a really long process and a lot of doctor's appointments of seeing the blood doctor, the ear, nose, throat doctor, the dentist. And it can be overwhelming. Like, it was just very overwhelming at the time. So basically, with all those blood appointments, which was really hard because it was times he couldn't eat before his appointments, and we had to be in the hospital for hours, and they had to constantly poke my baby over and over and over again. And he hate getting poked. Like, it was like 5 of us trying to hold him down to draw his blood, and he had to get poked like 4-5 times in one hospital visit, us being there for hours trying to make him feel comfortable, and he can't even eat at the same time. It was just a lot. It was a lot. So, and then that's when they ran tests and ended up finding out his bleeding disorder von Willebrand. And so that was last year. And now this year we went to multiple doctor's appointments trying to figure out what was wrong with his stomach, because he kept complaining his stomach was hurting. And at first I was thinking it was just like junk food, like, oh, you eating too much junk food. But then after his stomach was hurting more than 3 days, I'm like, this is not junk food. And then the doctors kept sending us home after we would go to the emergency room, like, look, his stomach is hurting. They just kept sending us back home, like, oh, he's just constipated, give him Miralax, up his dose on Miralax. Like, they kept sending us home. We kept going right back until my mom finally snapped on them, like, hey, y'all need to do something about this. Like, y'all need to scan him or something, because y'all not finna keep telling us this is constipation, and it's not. And so we had a doctor's appointment with the stomach doctor, and then, you know, he had to go under his procedure, which I told y'all about. And then, as y'all see, the nurse called me with the results, and those were just my raw emotions about that, because I just feel like my son went through so much with the blood situation and now the stomach situation, and now he has these 2 lifelong conditions. Was just, I'm really just gonna have to trust God with this situation. An update on his nosebleeds. I prayed about his nose. I done put holy water on him, holy oil on him, and really was just trusting God with that situation. And because when that first happened, I wasn't into God. I wasn't a Christian. I didn't give my life to God. I didn't know to pray about that. But when I did finally give my life to God, which was literally a few months ago, then that's when I learned to pray about the situation with my son's nosebleed. And when I say my son's nose went from bleeding every single day to now his nose bleed every once in a while, that was nobody but God. And you cannot say that there was the medicine that the doctors gave us, because at the time last year I was trying to use the medicine that the doctors gave us, and that medicine wasn't working. It wasn't working at all. His nose would still bleed every single day. But ever since I started praying to God about my son's nose, this is the least my son's nose has ever bled, ever. And I'm like, that's just nobody but God. Like, Jesus really healed my son's nose. So if I can trust God with my son's nose bleeding problems, his bleeding issues, I'm gonna trust him with my son's stomach issues, because his stomach be hurting like every single day, and, you know, he's in pain. But I'm gonna pray about his stomach. I'm gonna, you know, take that holy oil, and I'm gonna pray over his stomach, and I'm gonna trust God just like I trusted God with my son's nose. My son will be healed in the name of Jesus, and I will be healed in the name of Jesus with my injuries from my car accident. And I'm gonna trust God to bless me with another car as well, and I'm gonna have to trust God financially as well, because right now, y'all, I ain't got no money. I'm broke, because when I got into the car accident, I wasn't able to work all them days. I missed out on a lot of days from work, so I had to spend a lot of money on transportation. I had to spend a lot of my money on Uber Eats, all without making no money back. I didn't have no paycheck. I don't have no paycheck coming because I wasn't working, because I couldn't work because I got into the car accident. So I have to fully trust that God is going to provide for me to help me pay my rent. The rent is coming up. It's towards the end of the month. To provide food in my house, you know, like, I need money to live and to survive. And this is just like the worst time for me not to have transportation, because my son has doctor's appointments. You know, I have to go to school. I have to get back to work. So I'm going to be trusting God in this whole process. So y'all pray for me. And I'm going to trust God. Only pray for me if you're praying to God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Okay? If you're praying to anybody else, I don't need them prayers. So yeah. But Y'all be blessed. Y'all trust in God, and comment down below, you know, y'all testimonies of anything, or if y'all kids are dealing with any health issues, if you yourself was dealing with any health issues, if you had a life-saving moment like the car accident that I had, comment down below. So I will talk to y'all later. I'm gonna focus on healing, and I will get back to y'all, keep y'all updated wherever I can. So I'm gonna call y'all right back. I'll see y'all later. Hey y'all, how are y'all doing? I'm just gonna be updating you guys on what's going on with me while I'm getting ready to go to school. Just a few updates. I'm getting ready for school right now. I am currently using my parents' truck, just a truck that they have when like they're hauling things, or you know, they got so many cars. That's just like one of their cars that they don't really use. Like, it's kind of a hoopty, but I'm thankful for the hoopty so I can have somewhere to get to from point A to point B. Good molecules. This is the first thing I'm gonna put on. I like to do my skincare. This is a brand new box because I be running through this stuff. This is some really good stuff because, as y'all can see, like, I broke out real bad and now I have some acne scars, and this helps with that. But anyways, like I was saying, like, I'm really thankful for my parents being able to let me use their truck while my car's down. Yeah, my car is not drivable. Like, it's not even fixable. So but the insurance people, they did not call me back. So my mom said that we will be she told me that we're not going to be contacting them because that's what they want us to do, so they can lowball us, which they were kind of trying to do. So we are just going to just get a lawyer. This is vitamin C. It's like, you crashed into me, you ruined my car, and now I'm not even able to move around like how I need to. Sunscreen, and then I mix like a couple of drops of vitamin E oil in my sunscreen because it come off a little ashy sometimes. Yeah, anywho, as far as my son, his update go, he has an appointment, I believe it's in October. I have to look at my calendar. It's in October. So he's basically going to be using lifelong medicine. Y'all, this is the second thing that, remember I told y'all that my son has. So my son has a bleeding disorder, and he also has this EOE stomach thing that I've absolutely never heard of. I've never even heard of the bleeding disorder before. But my sister does have a blood clot disorder, a bleeding disorder, where her blood clots too much and it caused her to form like blood clots. So at least I've like heard of like blood disorders before. This is the Refi. But as for my son, his blood doesn't clot. So he has the opposite of what my sister has. His blood doesn't clot like it's supposed to. His blood is missing things that make his blood clot. So that's, you know. And that was a primer that I just put on. So allium It looked a little alien, a little, I don't know. But I love this stuff, so see how I just make stuff disappear. But yeah, so I'm getting ready to go to school. So I'm kind of back mobile, semi kind of back mobile. And I'm very grateful for that. And yeah. So I'm gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury, what is this? Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. Y'all, this is the best foundation I've ever used when it comes to like color matching, because I've always had trouble like finding my exact shade, just because like I have like a weird tone. Like well, I'll call myself dark skinned. Some people say I'm not, but so I'm like a darker textured woman, but a lot of dark skin textures either have that like olive or gray or red tone, and I don't have any red tone in my skin. Like it's almost kind of weird. It's kind of like a yellow tone that I have, but I don't know how to explain it. I have like yellow tone in my skin, but I'm dark skinned with yellow tone in my skin. So no foundation, like any foundation that have yellow tone in it is always too light for my skin. But this right here, it has that yellow tone for like very, very, very brown girls. So that matches me perfectly. Perfect. So Friday was my first day back at work, and like my arm and my back was really bothering me, like, you know, and I just didn't want to push myself too much or whatever. So but yeah, so that was my first day back at work. As y'all know, I'm not like an excited work person, so it's whatever. But and now today I'm gonna be going to school. I actually like going into class. We don't go into class every Monday, but we do go into class on Mondays, so that's cool. This is literally my favorite foundation. I just think both of those with the match is really good. So for concealer, I'm going to be using, I feel like none of my products are showing that well. It's the Kevin Aucoin. This concealer is like my favorite concealer, y'all. This little concealer right here was like 40 something dollars, I believe. Is it 40? Expensive. That's all I know. I used Afterpay to buy to buy this. Okay. But I just know this is a really good concealer. As you can see under my eyes, I have like a lot of creases. So I need a concealer that doesn't crease. Like doesn't crease, because my eyes will crease very, very, very bad depending on what I'm using. So I'm just trying to do a little light beat because I'm going to school, and I really don't like to do too much for school, just because like I like to stay focused. I don't like to be, you know, doing too much. I don't want to be focused on my looks, because I know how I can get. Like I can like overdress and just do my makeup and just be so glamorous, but I didn't want to be like that for school. I really just wanted to focus on the reason why I was there and not be distracted trying to worry about how I look. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this Kevin Aucoin, look at that, and look at this. Look at this side, and look at that side. the truth. My contour. By accident, cause I thought it was a puff powder puff, but it wasn't. I bought it online, so I don't know what this is, but it still works though. Still works very well. Put some down here. Just gonna put the access on my forehead. I'm gonna be using my, it's dusty, my Pat McGrath contour. So I use a lot of makeup name brands. Like all my makeup is basically expensive. That is one thing that I will spend a lot of money on. I know you don't have to if there's very good drugstore foundation and stuff like that, but me, like, I use all high-end makeup. Very high-end. All my makeup is like very expensive. So my makeup costs more than my clothes. My clothes are cheap. My makeup is expensive. Studio Fix finishing powder. So now I'm taking my finishing powder. Usually, like, I would spray my face first. So I do my spray before I do my blush. This is the One Size, and this is the Dior blush lighting. But this is a very nice, like, pink. Of course, it's not like a Juvia's Place, you know, that's mainly for like dark-skinned women. So like, you definitely gotta just to get like some pigment on, but it's very, very cutesy, very demure. This funny girl from New Jersey on Instagram, I'll have to like find her information, because this, I like this stuff. Remember I said this turns your lips pink? See how I just turned my lips pink, but it's clear. This is a clear, using the Drip Glass by Morphe. And look how pretty this pink is. Like I told y'all, I love pink. Ooh, oh my goodness, that's liquid gold. I do not wanna. Okay, so do a dash of concealer on my lips. Clear gloss from the beauty supply store. I will do, you know, dollar beauty supply store lip. Okay, so I'm gonna take my hair down. Y'all, I got socks in my hair because this hair will not curl. So this hair is from Kendra's Boutique. It's great hair. It's their raw yaki. It's great hair, amazing. I get so many compliments on it. People ask me, is my hair real all the time? But this hair will not curl with a curling iron for nothing. Look, this been in the socks all night and it barely has a wave in it. I don't know why this hair will barely curl for some reason. I'm gonna just start putting socks in it every night just so it can curl. This was my first time doing the sock method with these curls. I usually do the sock method with synthetic hair. So I got 2 bundles for like $600, y'all. This hair was expensive. I would really want this hair to curl for that much money. But I'm finna buy, these are clip-ins as well. I do my hair like a sew-in, And then I just clip the tracks in instead of sewing the tracks in. But my wash day is coming up this week, so I'll just show you guys my whole wash day hair process. So I need to go run and put on some clothes, and then I'm running late, y'all, so I gotta go. So I just made it into school. It's only like 10 minutes before my class started. So I'm in the bathroom right now, but I'm gonna give y'all a quick like little outfit of the day. And I did pretty decent on my makeup for me to not look in the mirror while doing it. So this is my outfit. I got this from Amazon. It's like a skirt kind of look. The shorts is way shorter than I want it to be because I don't like to be out here being hoochie. But yeah, so anyways, this is the outfit. And then I just got on my sandals that I got from Fashion Nova, the buckle sandals or whatever. But my class is gonna start really soon, so I gotta get upstairs, and I'll talk to y'all after I get out of class. So I'm upstairs waiting on my class to start. It's like 4 minutes before my class starts, and I just have to walk up all them stairs because the elevator is broken. But yeah, so this is my school. So I'm just waiting in the little lounge area. My classroom is not too far, but I'm finna get ready to like, so I just don't be standing there, but I'm finna stand in front of the classroom. I'm just out of breath from all them dang on stairs. They need to fix the elevator. But all right, I'm gonna talk to y'all after I get out of class. So I just finished up class. I'm getting ready to go home right now. I'm whispering because people are studying right now. The class was pretty cool. As y'all know, like I said, I haven't been in school in like a really, really long time. So this is definitely different. I'm the oldest person in my class. But yeah, so I'm currently at school right now. I'm getting ready to go home because I am tired. I need a nap. So yeah, so this is my school. So yeah, now let's get ready and go. Where's the stairs? Is this the stairs? No. So this was for my psychology class, and yeah, so the stairs is so I have to take the stairs because the elevator is broken. So that's fun. And then with my outfit, like, y'all, my shorts keep rolling up, so like my shorts are clearly too short. I don't like to be out here hoochie. Huh? Oh yeah. You is from Amazon.
Really?
Yeah, this a Sony. It's like a 10X right there.
Gosh.
Yeah, it got good quality. It was like $700 or something, but I had to save up for it. Girl, I don't know. Shoot, start vlogging. Like,
Oh my gosh, because I've been using my phone for a while.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't have a camera right now.
I was using my phone, but like my storage sucks
It
so
takes up
bad.
so much
Right,
storage.
yeah. So
The only way I could ever clear up my storage is by removing it.
right. And I was trying to put it on my laptop. It still was just too much.
Right. Oh my goodness.
So yeah.
So, yeah, okay.
I would say definitely start. You already got your YouTube channel?
I do. Actually, I got 2 videos on there right now. I'm currently in the process of editing my videos. So,
Oh, okay. What's your YouTube? But hold on. What's your YouTube name?
Tanaya Gold, y'all.
Tanaya Gold. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to her channel. And on Instagram?
Yes.
Okay, find her on Instagram too. So we're helping out all the YouTubers. I'm gonna have to find you on YouTube too.
Yeah.
You can write. You said it's what?
Tanaya Gold.
Tanaya Gold. Okay, I'm gonna look it up.
All right.
Okay, I hope to see you again.
You too.
Other people got classes, so I don't want to be loud. Yeah, I was walking past some classes, so I don't really want to be loud. But yeah, everybody's like studying and stuff. But me, I'm gonna go home and study because I'm hungry. Shit is I'm gonna go home and study. I'm gonna talk to y'all when I get home because the lighting is kind of bad. Going down these stairs. So I'm about to be on my way home, y'all. These shorts, look how they rolling. They keep rolling up. Like, I got this from Amazon. I saw it on a TikTok shop, got it from Amazon. Thought it was cute, but it's cute. Oh shoot, the lighting. It's cute for pictures. That's it. Okay, that's it. But so I'm finished with class. I'm hungry. I ate before I left, but I only had like 2 pancakes and 1 piece of bacon. But your girl is hungry. It's, what time is it? It's 10:36. Class lets out at 10:25. So today in class this is my psychology class. I was kind of whispering there because for when I felt awkward vlogging, I'm already new to going to school. So of course I feel weird with like walking around with my camera. But and then like a lot of people were studying in class, so I didn't really want to be loud up in there. Okay, so today in class, this is my notebook. Ain't it cute? So today in class, we learned about goals. I really love this psychology class. We learned about setting goals, short-term goals, long-term goals. We learned that you do your long-term goal first. You make that goal first, and then you do your short-term goals to get to that long-term goal. So, and then we learned how to write out a goal, how to be very specific with writing out the goal. What are the key points to writing out a goal? So to write out a goal, you need to be specific. It needs to be measurable. Like you need like a time frame. Like if you're gonna do something once a week, twice a week, every day or something like that, once a day. It needs to be measurable. It needs to be obtainable and achievable. Like you can't say like I want to make $1 million in 2 months. Like it has to be something realistic, and then it has to have a time bound, so you can actually have something you can push towards. Like I graduate in 2 years, so that's the time bound. So I would do my homework weekly, every single week, to graduate the time bound in 2 years, like that. So we learned how to make goals. We learned that sometimes you have to modify your goals. Like sometimes if you're not capable of doing that thing once a day, then you might want to take it down to once a week or 3 times a week. or sometimes things in life change. Say if I might not be able to graduate in 2 years like I want to, maybe I'll graduate in 2.5 years. So you have to be really flexible with your goals so you don't discourage yourself, and keep it realistic and reachable for yourself. You don't want to just chunk on a goal too much and discourage yourself, like make it like unreachable for yourself. So maybe you want to just keep making like little goals in order to like attain the bigger goals. So like say if you're saving for a car and you're like, well, I'm gonna save $500 a month to save for this car, but say if you got bills, so you might need to take it down to only $200 a month to save for that car. So basically saying like make it digestible, make it reachable, so you don't discourage yourself. Because if you was to do it like $500 a month and you got all these bills and then you're broke at the end of every month and you're struggling, like that's gonna discourage you from your goal. So that's what we learned in class today. And now I'm about to go home and I have some biology work because I have a test coming up for biology. So I have like 3 more assignments for biology, 1 big assignment and then like 2 small assignments. So I definitely want to get that done because all my biology work, like I keep telling y'all, is due on the 22nd. And today is the 16th, I believe. Today is the 16th and all my biology is due on the 22nd. So it's really crunch time. I've really been getting all that work done for biology. Like I've been getting through it. Thank you, God, with the work of the Lord. Okay, I'm the oldest person in my psychology class. I'm the oldest person in there. Like everyone in there looks like they're like 19, 20, maybe 22 at the oldest. Y'all, I could definitely tell I'm like the only 32-year-old in class. I'm the oldest person there. But yeah, so everyone there is in like big baggy jeans and crop tops and hoodies. And I'm just dressed like this, like I'm just over here dressed in like my Amazon onesie, looking like a dang soccer mom. Well, I am a mom. No one else is like, oh, this is my phone. Hold on. Hello?
What's up?
Hey.
What you doing?
I'm just leaving.
I'll lift my voice and say, have a way. Your blessings, Lord. I just need you to move in this place tonight. I just need you to move. Let it rain. Open the floodgates of heaven. Now, Lord, open the floodgates of heaven.
the last time y'all saw me was Monday. I had just went to my psychology class, and I think I had like went home and got started on like homework or something. But that day I ended up contacting a lawyer. Well, actually my dad called me and told me to contact the lawyer that my mom got for me, and then we spoke to the lawyer. We're supposed to be meeting up with the lawyer today and probably get me into some physical therapy because my knees been hurting so bad to like the point where it's like it's hard for me to drive the school bus. I drove the school bus for about 2 days, and it was just very hard for me to drive the school bus. And by the time I get off of work, like I'm walking like a pregnant person, like I'm waddling because I don't want to bend my knees because they are just in so much pain, and my back is just in a lot of pain from sitting in that position, and the school bus seats are just very uncomfortable. I had a lot of pain trying to sit in the school seats as well, and with my back. So my parents are quite frustrated with the amount of pain that I'm in. So we decided to just go ahead and call a lawyer because we still haven't heard from the other guy's insurance company. So my mom's just like, we're not going to contact them. We're just going to get a lawyer, and now they have to speak through the lawyer and probably come out of more money. But I feel like no amount of money is worth having potential long life knee issues and back issues. Like, keep my faith. God said all we need is what was that, a poppy seed, a small amount of faith, and he'll work with that. So I got that. I got more than a poppy seed of faith. So just trying to keep my faith alive. Lately I've just been having so much going on with trying to go to work and having homework, the deadline coming up on Sunday, and just trying to catch up. I done about caught up on all of my homework for biology, except for I have one assignment left. And this is a pretty big assignment. That's why I like pushed this assignment last, and it's just taking me so long to do. I'm dragging my feet about doing it, and I'm like, I get started on it. So the day before I got started on it, and I fell asleep with the laptop in my lap. I get up at like 4 or 5 in the morning. I go to work, drop my son off to my parents, go to work, do all these errands, try to get some homework in. Then I go back to work, then I pick up my son, then I try to cook something to eat after we get home, try to clean up some. I try to I get in the shower, get him in the tub, help him with his homework, and then I try to get started on my homework. Then I'm falling asleep on my homework. And then it's like every night when I've been trying to pray lately, this has been like the past week and a half, I've been falling asleep on like trying to say my nighttime prayer, like literally dozing off and waking up, trying to finish the prayer, dozing off, trying to wake up during the prayer. And it's like been happening every single night, literally to the point I'm just like praying in my prayer, like, Lord, whatever spirit is causing me to be distracted or be too tired to pray, I rebuke that spirit right now. And last night I ended up praying. Want to be able to have prayer and not fall asleep. I want to be able to make room for you. And I was falling asleep on that prayer, but I got those words in. So this morning my alarm clock went off, and that was just like the pre-alarm clock. That wasn't like the get up alarm clock. But my second alarm clock didn't go off, and I woke up and it was 5:41, and like I have to be clocked in at 5:59, and I'm just like, oh shoot, like I'm running late for work. So on top of me having to get my son dressed and myself dressed, like I didn't have enough time at all. So I called my job, was like, well, I'm finna be like 15 minutes late. And they was just like, you know what, like don't even come in, just do your afternoon route, we'll see you in the afternoon. And I was just like, okay. So I still had to get up and drop my son off to my parents' house so they can take him to school. And I was literally playing worship music in a car, and I'm just like, oh, God, did you answer my prayer when I asked you to allow me to make some room for you or spend some time for you? And that was it right there, because instead of me coming back home and going to sleep, I ended up just having a just praise and worship session, which I haven't did in like weeks, probably almost a month. I haven't just sat down and just praised and worshiped God. And I always heard that you are supposed to praise and worship God like in the mix of your storm, like through all the stuff that I got going on with the car accident and with my son's, you know, stomach issues, this new condition I found out that he just had. I should be praising God in the mix. And that's exactly what I was able to do this morning, because God, because God made room. And that was just something that I really did need. And it just wasn't in the plan to turn the camera on, but like in the middle of me just praising and worshiping God, I just heard something say like, go record this, go grab your camera. So I just trying to be obedient and went and grabbed my camera and just recorded myself worshiping and praising God. And because y'all, I'm telling y'all, like this week I have been like dealing with a lot of frustration. I'm just keeping it real transparent. I've been dealing with a lot of frustration as far as like I don't have my car. That limits me a lot. I have to deal with the frustration of being in pain with my knees and in my back, because I've never had to deal with body pain before. Like I told y'all before, like I never even dealt with sickness like that. Like I've never even been really sick like that. Like I barely even catch a common cold. Like the most I get is like a sinus infection. So for me to deal with like having like these issues with my knees is slowing me down. I have too much moving around to do to be like limited on physical mobility and literally car mobility. But thank God that my parents allowed me to borrow their truck, and it was just real humbling, because it's just like that truck is a hoopty. But I'm just thankful that I at least have something to move around, because some people don't even have that. Some people will have to be on the bus, so I just have to be humble about it, you know. Like, yeah, it's a trapper, but it'll get me around. So I just been being humbled down, and then it's like, you know, I have to deal with being like, I'm thankful to be alive after that car accident, and then I have to deal with being thankful for being alive, but at the same time it's like dealing with the frustrations of I wasn't able to work, so I'm like trying to catch up on money. I have to deal with like the physical pain of it all, and then the mental pain of it from like being frustrated with just not having my car and all the issues that accident came with mentally, physically, you know. So like on top of like just being frustrated and like not really praying how I'm supposed to, because I just been falling asleep every day, just having a lot going on and being busy. And it's just like at the end of the day, when I finally do have time to pray, it's just like I'm beat from the day. I'm tired. I done did all this moving around and I'm in pain, so I've been falling asleep. So I was just praying that God just like at least give me the strength to pray, because that's the one thing I need. So me praising God this morning and having a worship session was definitely needed. Today I will be going to go meet with the lawyer, and hopefully I will be able to finish up this last assignment for biology. When I say last assignment, I mean last assignment until the due date on the 22nd, because on the 22nd we will get a bunch of more assignments that are due at the end of October. So I don't really mean last assignment, I just mean last assignment before the turn-in date. But I'm trying to get this last assignment done, and I'm not trying to, I am going to get it done. I'm just trying to hurry up and get it done, because I only have like a few days left before everything needs to be turned in and do this test. So hopefully I can do my test by like Friday or Saturday. But yeah, and then it's like everything is due on Sunday, and then my sister wants to hang out on Friday, cause like I've been missing my sister's calls, and cause we just started back talking, because like we were into it like most of the summer. So we just started back talking because we ended up going to a funeral. So of course that kind of brings everybody back together. Like if you got sisters, you might understand, but me and my sister always be like butting heads or getting into it and not speaking to each other, which is just not cool, because it's just like anybody could die at any time. Clearly, like, you know, a funeral is what brought us back together. But and then we have another funeral to go to as well, because my cousin just died. So, you know, it's just, so she's been like reaching out a lot, and I've been like missing her text messages, missing her calls. And so she's just like, okay, I'm trying. It's just like I'm being ignored. And I'm like, I am so sorry. Like, I am not intentionally like looking at your text messages and just not responding, which you probably think it is, because we did just get back on talking terms. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. It's not that. It's just, man, I've been having a lot going on. I'm so sorry for missing like your calls. I've been missing other people's calls and text messages too. So especially like if you're not like a person I talk to every single day, like I'm gonna like fall asleep or be doing homework and like, okay, I'll call you when I get done, and then forget, you know, because that notification isn't there, because I'm like, okay, I'll call them back when I get done doing it. And then when I get done doing it, I have a bunch of other stuff to do. So my sister wants me to come over on Friday, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll come over, but really I need to do my test on Friday. Like, I don't think Friday is a good day for me. And it's like, I really did not want to tell her. I really want to get my test done on Friday. I don't want to turn nothing in on Sunday. I want everything to be done, especially the test to be done before Sunday, because in the syllabus he let us know that like, don't do nothing on the last day, have everything done before the last day. What's the point of the due date if he doesn't want anything due on the last day? But he said just to give it grading room, or just in case if you have any complications, you know. So I wanted to take my test by like Thursday, Friday, but that probably won't happen. Thursday probably won't happen, because I'm not even done with my assignment. And then I did wanted to like rewatch all of the lectures before I took the test. So yeah, so it's just like I might have to tell my sister, even though I told her I'll see her Friday. It's like, darn, I might have to tell her that Friday is not good for me. And it's just like, it's just me turning her down again. And I don't want her to feel like I'm still feeling away from our last petty argument that we had, which that is not the case. Like, of course I'm over that. I was really over it the next day. Like, I really get over stuff so quickly. Like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I know the Bible says we're supposed to forgive easily, but like, I will forgive so easily that like, if somebody do something wrong to me, I'll forgive them easily, and then they'll do something wrong again and I'll forgive them easily. It's just like, I keep letting them do. Okay, that's a whole nother thing. Maybe I need therapy, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like, so now I have to tell her, like, maybe not Friday, even though I should never like told her, yeah, I can come Friday, because now she gonna probably feel away if I like the last minute be like, oh wait, I can't come Friday. And she was kind of looking forward to it and being excited, and I just could not say, I can't come, you know. I don't, oh darn, I don't want to hurt her feelings, y'all, but I really need to get these assignments in. Like I told y'all, I take my grades very seriously. So all right, y'all, I'll see y'all later whenever I can. So I'm gonna call y'all right back.